For those of you who don't know, my parents came up here in 1983. I was 9 years old. And I built this with my dad. This was a garage, and we tore it down, and we built this beautiful studio here. Every single thing about this place has a memory. Even this door that my dad and I built, well, mostly my dad because I was still a little kid at the time, has a memory attached to it. And these beautiful paintings, which never got to be displayed in some of the finest museums and galleries in the world, have been sitting here for many years because I had to take my dad to and from the hospital. He was very sick and he was hospitalized with cancer. The business aspect of selling the art really had to be put on hold, especially after losing my mom to cancer, and there was no one else to take care of him. Sadly, my family is extremely dysfunctional and has pretty much chosen not to get involved. And I'm just doing the best I can to honor my father's legacy and see to it that the world sees these beautiful paintings he made. They belong in a gallery, in a museum, and he had always made me promise never to separate the really big ones. There's a couple of really big ones here, about 5 of them, because they tell a story together. And one of the things he was trying to do was draw attention to how light is perceived by our eye and our mind, and how beautiful things in nature are that you really can't see, like under a microscope, or that are just not available to our regular, normal perception of reality. So he came up with these beautiful things based on some of the experiences he had in his life and with me as a child, surviving a terrible, terrible disease that ended up killing both my parents. So there's a lot of powerful energy here, and I'm doing all I can to save this beautiful space. And your support is greatly appreciated. Can't tell you how much you mean to me. My friends, thank you for being there through a very difficult time. Losing my parents was extremely painful. I lost my mom, who made this right there. That's a painting she made from cancer in 2003. She was only 60. And she was diagnosed at 57. And my dad fought really hard for 20 years to stay alive, and had 2 stem cell transplants. And sadly, he was able to make some paintings until he got really sick. He ended up having to have surgery for ulcerative colitis too. In 1990, I believe. And ever since then, it was very difficult for him to make art. But we did publish this book together, and he did make some magnificent prints, even though he was sick, fighting cancer, and some beautiful drawings. But he left me a lot of unfinished projects to do, a lot of notes. One of the things he wanted me to help him with was the Red Runner triptych. So you can see this one is orange, and there are 3 of them. And he wanted me to help him finish those, as well as build some big sculptures of all the people in this world whose life was taken too soon, who really wanted to live, and it's so much more that he wanted to do. It was so sad that he could not spend more time making art and making more art with me. He was oftentimes just trying to fight to go for that walk and to have some dinner and not be in pain. Look at that. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. It's called the Solar Sail. Not a lot of people can do that, you know? And my dad never got the recognition he really deserved as an artist. So please join me in sharing this video. Hopefully a nice collector, gallery, museum would be interested. And yeah, thank you for your support.